Mission San Luis Rey is ready for a facelift. Preview the comprehensive improvement plans that embrace the ecology, culture, and history of the mission.
Friars have lived and worked at Mission San Luis Rey since 1798. Today we meet Friar James Lockman. Friar James Lockman, the Executive Director of Mission San Luis Rey, brings his knowledge of horticulture to the mission at a perfect time, just as groundbreaking begins on renovation plans.
As I've grown into the Franciscan life and continue to grow into it today, it's a wonderful place to put nature together with spirituality. This is a grand stage in many ways that I can pull together my knowledge of the natural sciences, my love for the spiritual life, my love for people, and into a great drama that includes ecosystems, that includes many different cultures, that includes history and tradition, and of course this wonderful place.
A native Californian, Friar Lockman has always had an interest in gardening and plants.
My earliest memories are of gardens and plants. I've gardened all my life. I grew up in Southern California, so I knew the cultivated plants and the wild plants from Southern California by the time I went to college, and it's no surprise that I studied botany and did graduate work in environmental horticulture before joining the Friars. And once I joined the Friars, I was interested in exploring the interface between ecology and spirituality, and that was the project that I engaged in during my theological studies in Berkeley. It's a pretty global interest in ecology and how people interact with the environment and how we can interpret that for today's people.
Building plans began in the 1990s with the idea of revenue-producing development.
And we approached the city of Oceanside at that time with the idea of developing a retirement home on part of our unused property. And the city came back and responded initially, yeah, that's possible, but come back with a master plan for the whole 56 acres of property.
The original plan grew from building retirement housing on 6 acres of mission property to a fully comprehensive improvement plan that the city approved in 2003.
The development of a new friary for retired friars, a cemetery expansion plan for the retreat center.
The environmental impact is considered in all phases of the project.
We'd like to take a couple of our parking areas and improve those in such a way that they actually become part of the functioning ecology of the site. So we're going to be removing asphalt and putting in permeable materials, doing a lot of tree planting for shading, using all throughout the grounds, wherever possible, California native trees.
It will take 10 years for the entire project to be completed. Some renovation is already underway.
We've started on the cemetery expansion. We're standing here at the entrance to the beautiful lavanderia and sunken gardens. At the peak period of the mission, there were about 3,000 residents here at Mission San Luis Rey. And this is where people would come and gather every day to bathe, to do laundry, to share recipes. And what we have here are some really amazing ruins that are still in very good shape. We want to be sure to stabilize and preserve the archaeological ruins on the site, but we also want to be able to interpret them more thoroughly for visitors. So we've taken now 6 acres of this part of our property that goes right down to the entrance of the mission. And we're developing a park, really, that will be open to the public. It will be open for people who just want to stroll, but there'll be lots of places for interpretation, gathering points for courses, classes. We're going to be interpreting ecology, ethnobotany, which is how the Loseño people use the plants that were native to the area for various uses, and our different ecosystems that are present here on the property.
In addition to ecological interpretations, visitors will also learn the past industrial uses of the lavanderia.
This is also the site where all of the fired brick for the mission was made. We have the ruins of the kiln. There's vats where tanning took place, which was a major source of income for the mission. There's bathing pools on either side of the stairway that were walled in places where people bathed during the day. And then, of course, the laundry area down at the bottom here that's so clearly marked today. The Luiseño people are working with us on this project, and they're interested not just in the historical aspect, but in having a place that they can feel is very much their own, a place where they can help form their own children and the traditions and culture of the mission, as well as their contemporary culture today. Why don't we go up to the hill where we plan a site for our new meditation park? Down just below me, behind me, is an area where we hope to develop as a special event area, a place where we can hold all kinds of outdoor events for people. And we're standing here now on the hill of the mission. This is the high point of our property, and this is the area which will encompass our meditation park, which we hope to begin sometime in the next 2 years. This is about a 6-acre site. It will be a quiet sort of getaway place, a place where we'll have a number of different ecological zones, including a lot of plants that are native here to San Diego County. We're dedicated to continue taking care of the Franciscan heritage and tradition here at Mission San Luis Rey as we move forward into the 21st century with new plans, new hopes, new vision, new ministry.